Salutations. Oh, I broke my candy cane.
Okay, let's start. Hi.
Hey, everyone.
Hello. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays. 'Tis the season
For what?
for giving. And
Aww.
this is giving.
Receiving.
This reading and receiving.
Oh, no. He's holding
Welcome
a candy
back, guys. For those of you who tuned into our last episode, I'd like to apologize for a brief moment.
What's the apology?
I found zen and peace with the holiday season, and that me that you saw reviewing Credence, he's gone. He doesn't exist anymore. The Christmas spirit has filled me, and I'm just...
Oh, not filled you.
I'm good now. I'm set. I got a candy cane right here, and we're gonna have a good time.
We're holly, jolly, and merry.
Happy, holly jolly and merry indeed. Without any further ado, today's episode is gonna be our Christmas special.
Yay!
We have How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Meghan Quinn.
Do you guys know the TikTok of that little girl who goes, "Mommy, can we watch about the Grinch?" Well, my friends and I, we always go, "Mommy, can we watch with the little hand with the Grinch thing?" And every time I look at this, I'm kind of doing a good job. Every time I look at this cover, I think of that. "Mommy, can we watch?" And my nails match. Aw, but love it. I love the Grinch.
Phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who have read this, it's a choice that I'm...
Alexandros is holding a candy
right
cane.
now.
Yeah.
Very,
don't suck on it, please.
Very interesting.
No, I hate that noise.
You hate the sucking noise?
Yes.
What if they started adding that to the audiobooks?
KMS. I would no longer be an audiobook listener.
Well, I'll treat it like a little cigarette.
I was gonna say,
Just
do like a
it
cigarette.
a little bit in my mouth, just like, hey.
Okay.
Thankfully, this one has not been in a barn or in the main character, so we're all set. This is safe, sanitary.
Oh my gosh. Crazy.
We're good.
Well, I think, shall we?
Shall we begin? Well, first of all, let's start with like this. How was your week been? Any new experiences? Any fun holiday moments?
I had a day full of holly jolly glee and fabulous fun yesterday. I went ice skating. My bestie ate shit twice. It was actually so funny.
Good for her.
I went to a farm like that does like Christmas stuff.
You went to a farm?
I did.
Hold on a second. Our main character goes to a farm.
She does. There were no reindeer though, or men.
Where'd you get this candy cane?
From here.
Yeah.
But it was so fun. It's so holly. To be honest, I've been not too into Christmas recently in the recent years. Yeah, it's a little bit giving Grinch vibes. I think it's just because I don't want to go to my family's Christmas. The same reason I didn't want to for Thanksgiving.
Credence.
Because Credence,
yeah.
Right. No, and so I'm like, lately I've just kind of like a little bit bah humbug, which I don't like that for me because I feel like, I used to be a girl who loves the holly jolly, but I feel like I have to pretend like I do. Not us getting deep. No, I'm just kidding. But this book did make me giggle and make me go like this.
No, this was exactly what I needed from the first chapter. That it starts with the narration and everything. I guffawed. I was guffawed for this one, and I was like, "Thank God!"
I know.
I needed a cleanser. I was so down after our last review that I needed a little uplifting joy of silly little banter back and forth.
Mm-hmm. How was your week? You got anything to say?
No, not really. No, I was just kind of curious about what's going on.
Oh, that's it.
I thought I had a story that I was going to tell.
Can't remember?
I can't remember it now. No.
Okay, well,
that's the cost of booking it over here and trying to do this bit with a candy cane.
Okay, well, before we get started, just thank you guys for listening to our Credence episode and all your comments because you guys have been so funny.
Thank you so much.
And that was like, I think the craziest thing in the whole world. And it was so fun doing something so bonkers. And also it was our first birthday. And thank you guys for your kind words. Yeah. Don't you worry. We're not stopping anytime soon. So many people would be like, please don't stop podcasting. I'm like, no, we're not. We're here.
Somebody commented and I think they made a typo. And they were like,
y'all are not my faves.
They didn't even say my. They just said you are not faves. And I was like, hopefully you meant like.
I think they meant to say you are my faves.
Yeah, my. I saw that too. It was deleted immediately after or something like that.
I almost commented and said, oh.
I was like, oh. Okay.
But you guys are my faves.
In the club, we all.
In the curb.
That's already outdated, so you can't get mad at us for making outdated meme jokes.
Right. No, they don't get mad at you. They get mad at me.
Sorry.
It's okay. Okay, let's get into it.
Starts with a bit of a triggering aspect for me personally, based on where I was in life. With this girl taking a little road trip up to the mountains for
Colorado.
In Colorado for a little snowed in town. I was like screaming like For the love of God.
Also, the way she's coming from California.
Yeah,
I was like, I think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending.
I was like, I can't do this shit again.
I know.
I can't do it. For the love of God, if she says anything about an uncle, and then like Aunt Cindy Lewis and stuff like that, because all the names are different puns. First of all, girl's name is Story Taylor.
Storyteller,
are you out of your mind?
I know, you immediately text me, not this bitch's name being Storyteller.
I was like, because I couldn't figure out what her name was for the longest time because I was doing the audiobook, and I was like, are they calling her Tori or Astoria? Or like, what is her name?
Right.
And then like I look it up and I'm just like, Story Taylor, get out.
Yeah.
Every single line in this book, the ultimate, in the best way possible, doubles down on every single cringy little thing about Christmas.
Yes.
So that it's good again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's doing what we love where it's leaning in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's leaning into the camp. It's leaning into the silly. And I feel like that is so Christmas. Like,
yeah.
You know what
if
I mean?
it had gone like halfway, I would have been like, ugh, all right.
Then
but it's like
boring.
the fact that every single line was something silly.
It's ridiculous. So it's like, oh,
and
this is
like
fun.
so on brand for like that style of Christmas. I was like,
Yeah,
I love it.
And with the narrator,
Mm-hmm.
the narrator giving the Grinch, I thought it was so
the
fun.
narrator was crazy because like when he started talking to Cole, I
oh
was
my
like,
God,
yo.
the breaking of the fourth wall. I was like, this
Like,
is
hey, fuck you,
bonkers.
man, I'm not gonna do that. He's like, I'm the narrator. Yes, you are. I was like, this brings up some weird philosophical existentialism questions of like,
at the end when he's like, so how are we? He was like, oh, we already had a baby. Like I was like, this
yeah,
is
when you were
so
pounding her that much, yeah. I bet. Sorry, family friendly. When you were happy holidaying with her,
ho-ho-hoing.
when you were ho-ho-hoing around,
Going for a sleigh ride, if you will.
Yes.
All right. So
often.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go. Miss Girly. She goes to visit her great aunt Cindy Lewis, of course.
Lewis. Not to be confused with Cindy Lou Who.
No, of course not. And her sister Taran.
I was Taran Tiernan. I was
Taran. It was Taran. Oh yeah, Taran Tiernan. You're right.
I was like, there are too many similarities.
Cole, Caleb.
I'd be scared. Yeah.
Yeah.
So starts off, and I'm already laughing because just the writing style was so funny.
Cute. Love you, Meghan.
Unserious. This was my first time reading anything by Meghan Quinn.
We've had a lot of people recommend her.
Yeah, she's always like front and front That's how it goes. She's always front and center.
Yeah.
And Barnes and Noble, like
she is
like the BookTok stuff. So
live, girl.
And I see why.
Mm-hmm.
Goes on down through a tour through this house for this town that's always Christmas themed.
I think
I kind of like.
I'd be like, girl, drop this act. Also, I love Halloween, so I'd be like, let's get this.
You'd be okay with a fully Halloween town, like year round?
Sure. I like spooky stuff. It'd be fun.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Yeah, sure.
No, it's cute. And I really want to go to one of those like towns that exist in like Colorado that look like, Christmas. Because there's like a town like that. There's a few.
There's like an area in Lake Arrowhead, I know, that like becomes like North Pole themed when it's snowy out and stuff. I don't remember the specifics. It was years ago. And this is a story that I wanted to tell, bringing up snow stories. Have you been with snow? We're Southern California people, yes. So yeah.
I was in a crazy snowstorm in Utah earlier this year.
Oh.
It was really cool. Anyways.
Fun. Yeah. I remember the first time I saw snow, like real snow, and like got to experience it. It was in 2019. I went up to Lake Arrowhead with some friends and family. And this is kind of a nightmare story right now, but we were staying at an Airbnb, and we get there, and I guess the family that had been staying there before just didn't clean anything up.
Oh no.
And like the cleaning service that the Airbnb was using to come in couldn't get there because of all the snow blocking a lot of the roads. So, but this was like next level. Like there were just used diapers strewn out all over the place.
Oh my God.
It smelled awful. So we just like cleaned up as much as we could like in this process and started doing some laundry. And then the power went out. So we have nothing but wet sheets and blankets because we had just done all the bedding like in a few loads and stuff like that. So everything's still soaking wet. So we have to find as many blankets as we can that are still like dry and like clean, and bundle up during the night. And it was the coldest, one of the most miserable experiences I've ever had because it was full snow, fresh layer
freezing,
everywhere.
Yeah. I was freezing last night.
Horrifying.
And it was 50 degrees. I can't even imagine.
And
damn.
But I still love snow. I think
it's fun.
So cool. It was so pretty.
No, and it hasn't lost its charm for us because we're not in it enough.
Yeah, we're always like, we live in a place without seasons.
Yeah. So we're like, oh, like when it gets cold, I'm like, yes.
It's 75. All right.
Yeah, I know, but I am in a turtleneck just to give the vibe. Mm-hmm. Okay, so she goes and this town has a big like it's giving the holiday hobby what the holiday Huemeister or whatever from Cheermeister from the Grinch and where they all but the aunt. Well, Story hasn't gone for Christmas in a long time.
Yes.
In the Kringle town or whatever, because she had a really embarrassing moment where she like tripped and then a bitch ended up in the ice and it was drama. And so she was like too humiliated to go back.
The word. I was like so confused with what the story was going to be. And I was like, that's it, girl, calm down.
I know. I'm like a little bit relaxed. It's okay.
It's not that serious.
Yeah. But she like refuses to have Christmas.
It was given. Have you ever seen, I think it's Sing 3 or Sing 2?
Sing 2. I love Sing 2.
Where he's all like, because singing killed my family or something like that.
Singing killed my grandma's from Trolls.
Kill my grandma. Oh, sorry, Trolls. My bad. I was picturing Justin Timberlake.
That's Trolls. Singing killed my grandma. My besties and I say that to each other all the time. I love Trolls,
Singing
famously.
Killed my grandma.
Yeah. And
Yep. Go on.
And they have the she comes back because the aunt broke her hip or whatever.
That lying
Miss Cindy. Yeah. And so she's like, we have to do this holiday cheermeister, whatever they call it, thing, and you have to do it for me because I'm down bad.
Mm-hmm. Right. She's like, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
You need to do it before I die. And I'm like, when I get old, that's what I'm gonna pull every single time. I'm not gonna falter for that one.
Guilt trip the kids.
Because I'm gonna be like, I'm so frail and weak.
I'm feeble.
If only someone could get me a sandwich.
Oh my God. That's crazy. But so they're staying with her and there's like a red room and then there's a American Girl doll room. I have been instructed by Rachel to ask you about American Girl dolls.
Oh, you have? I mean, I wrote down the American Girl doll deep dive because I don't know anything about them.
You don't?
Rachel loves them.
I love them too.
Yeah.
She texted me. She was like, have you gotten? She asked me if I'd gotten to that part yet. I was like, no. I love American Girl dolls, but also the way she goes, that bitch Samantha made me cackle. And to just start. So I'm a recovering pick me. Okay, I was such a pick me girl when I was younger. Okay, but I'm not anymore. Okay, I'm one of the girls now. Girly pop forever. I'm a girl's girl. But I was so pick me that of course I couldn't have fucking Samantha as a doll. I was like, no. Who did I have? Nellie, Samantha's best friend. And so that was a deep cut for those American Girl doll stands out there.
I'm gonna nod and pretend I understood every single word of that.
Love her so
Solomon,
bad.
You totally understood all that, right?
I love American Girl dolls.
I know what they are, but I don't know.
I love American Girl dolls. I had
Samantha, Nellie.
I had Nellie, and I had one that looked like me, and it was so fun. And if I was in a room with a bunch of American Girl dolls, I would yippee with glee because I love American Girl dolls. Those movies are bangers. They are.
There are movies?
Yes, there's a whole American Girl doll cinematic universe. The Samantha one is so good, and it's really like kind of so sad. There's like a whole thing about like child labor laws. It's like so bonkers, but so good. I love them. Anyways, so Story is staying in a room full of American Girl dolls, but she hates them. Mm-hmm. Couldn't be me. I live.
But she knows all about them, though.
Yeah. Every time I go to like New York, I'm always spend like an hour in the American Girl doll store. It's my everything. It really is.
Good to know. All right.
Anyways,
so from our first meeting with Cole
Black, of course,
and Story Taylor in the line, and she starts calling him Connor because they were childhood friends, and then she left the day his parents died, and so he's got some repressed things like that. And I was kind of like, I don't know, Cole, you're a grown man, you can say you left the day my parents died. Just a heads up.
Yeah,
she's always just like, oh my God, where are your parents? What's going on?
Yeah,
you're like, whoa,
some miscommunication vibes. Yeah.
So this one just made me chuckle a little bit because she kept calling him Connor as a bit. And he's just like, she knows my fucking name.
Yeah, it's getting him so mad.
Cole. And she's like,
yeah,
what?
Okay, Connor.
Cole Black? Yes, Cole is black. That's when I it sank in like, I'm going to have a good time.
Yeah.
I don't need to pay attention to anything too serious. No. It's just going to be vibes from here on out.
Yeah.
And it was. And it was a good time. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Me too. So they're both entered into the competition, right? They're foes. It's giving enemies to lovers.
He's like, I'm not going to let her win and make a mockery of this town that I fucking hate, I guess.
I know. He's like, I'm doing it because she's not from here. Whatever.
Yeah, and he's sitting there, like, oh, yes, I have a plan. Yeah. So I was like, perfect.
Yeah.
His best friend's name is Max, like the dog.
Okay, here that leads me to my question that I texted you. So this whole thing is obviously a rip on the Grinch love, right?
Yes.
So they're like, there's Martha and May Behuvier, okay? There's Max, there's all sorts of other things. Cindy Lewis, right? And all
Krampus, I think, is supposed to be the mayor.
Yeah, but so they're referencing the Grinch though. So I'm like, are they watching the Grinch and they're like, that's us? Do you know what I'm saying?
I think you're looking at this too deep.
Okay, but it's a question I want to know. Like, give me the world building, Megan. What was your vision? Is it like, you know what I'm saying?
I think the vision was,
fun.
You ever seen a Hallmark movie that you don't have to pay attention to? What's the new Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce one that's out right now?
Oh, yeah.
Just that.
Yeah, Love Mark, excuse me.
Love Mark, my apologies.
But a story being
being
a Love Mark movie editor, I'm like, that's so cute.
It's great.
I love it. Love it. So they go through a bunch of challenges, right?
Yeah.
What was the first one?
The first one was making eggnog, which have you ever had eggnog before?
I do. I really like eggnog.
You like eggnog?
I know. I'm one of those weirdos.
I've never had good eggnog. That might be it.
I do like it.
I'll just drink other alcohol if I need to.
Period. No, I love eggnog.
This is a quote that I saved. She's all like, "Oh yeah, let me show my Christmas cheer with a shake of my breasts or something like that." And I was like,
"Work."
I support it. Yeah, that'd get me in the holiday spirit.
Ho ho ho, diva.
What are we doing?
Yes.
They make some eggnog, and she win or she wins the first eggnog recipe because it's her great aunt's. They go on down through, and he's like pissed about it. He's all like, they're bickering and bantering. We're gonna do this a disservice by just saying their relationship because like the bickering and bantering between them was great. God tier.
So good.
So phenomenally good.
Yeah.
Had me excited to be like, ooh.
I know. I was kind of giggling and kicking my feet.
And so she wins that first one, and then he's like, "Oh, it's on. I know what we're doing for the second one, you know." And they do a little Grinch striptease show.
I was like, "What is this?"
All I could think about while he was doing that, like painted green, was both wicked.
That's my line.
And I was like, I feel like this is what Maddie wants me to do for the podcast.
What? I mean, a period.
You're like, do it.
Do
Get
it.
The views. Come on.
Yes.
And I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yet,
that's all right. Huh?
Have you seen it yet? By the
No,
way?
I haven't seen it yet. I've been busy. I'm so busy, guys.
There was a note for you on the TV. Did you see it?
Oh.
Scrunch down. Scrunch down a bit.
Down a little bit? Okay.
There you go.
Come on down right here. Is that
No. Sorry, we're
Sorry.
Getting
being
notes.
told.
As you should, please. But yes, the grit with him in like the lederhosen.
Yeah.
And the way that they're referencing them when he's like, ooh, that's it, I'm not going. It's so funny. I love the cringe. I have to watch it.
His little thrusting that he does and everything like that.
Crazy.
It's like phenomenal.
Yeah.
Give the people what they want.
But also, and like Max just being like, sure, yeah, I'll help you. Let's do it.
I'm gonna dress up like a dog for this.
Also, the way his name isn't actually Max though.
Atlas.
I'm like, wait, what? It's so funny.
Their last name is
Maxheimer.
Maxheimer.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
That's why I'm like, don't look into this too much.
No, it's
Just
so
sit there
fun.
and vibe.
It's so cute.
When they have the Christmas tree light show next, they go on down through, and this is where I was like, Story, I don't know if I can support this behavior. She sabotages his lights. She sneaks out in a black Leo, picks out one of the lights. The whole sequence is hilarious.
Yeah, it is. It's
the whole time where they're going on through. I'm like, girl,
it's so
she's
good.
So for real right now.
I know. I'm like, bitch, let's not.
So,
but he's sparking a competitive nature in her.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's sparking a lot of things in her. That's for sure.
Lots of things are getting sparked.
Yeah.
Cole's being all tragic, sad boy hater, and now he's in first place, I think, but he wasn't because now he lost it, so he's pissed.
Yeah,
he knows she did it, but he's not gonna out her for it. He's like, because he can't prove it.
Right.
So he instead goes, yeah, I saw how bad their lights were, so I took one of mine out just so that
I took one for the team.
They could do better because I've always had a crush on Story.
Yeah.
Which isn't a lie.
No.
He's acting like he currently doesn't.
The way Max is like, bitch, you love her. And he's like, I don't. He's like, yes, you do. He's like, Max is a homie for real. It's so funny.
And from then the town is like, oh my God, yeah, it'd be so great. We love gossiping and getting in each other's business. So if you guys are going to start dating, he's like, yeah, do you want to go? And she's like, yeah, let's go out.
And I'm like, they're going to go out.
And I was just immediately like, fake dating detectives.
Yes. Which surprised
Next
me.
page, please.
Yeah. And here we go. It surprised me. I didn't expect the fake dating to happen.
I wasn't ready for fake dating either, but it was interesting.
But and it's like a big deal. Like, oh, it's giving like the what did they say? They were like, oh, what is the phrase? Like Romeo and Juliet. I don't know. They're like they're opponents, but they're in love.
Oh, star-crossed lovers.
Thank you, yeah. Star-crossed lovers.
I thought you said they quoted Romeo and Juliet, and I was like,
no. I was in my head thinking that.
They go on a date, going on down through. They say something about Bob Krampus, and I kept feeling like he was going to turn out to be a villain or something.
Because it seemed like he was holly and jolly, but I'm like, the Krampus, I was a little confused.
I was like, this is a misdirect. I feel like he's embezzling funds from the towns. I thought it was going to be some weird thing. It's like, he's going to ruin Christmas and steal the pensions of Aunt Cindy.
No, of course he wasn't the fucking villain. Fucking Taran was.
Taran.
Fuck that bitch. Sorry.
That's why we hate
I hate
sisters.
her. Okay, well, I am one, so watch out.
I'm talking about your sisters, though.
Okay.
You're the main character. You're good.
Well, yes!
Have you ever seen the movie Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer?
No, I have not.
Have you heard the song?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
they reference it.
In that movie, they have fruitcakes, and they, like, bounce it down. And I'm just like, I don't know. It's like, it's a fruitcake. It hasn't gone bad because she got run over by a reindeer, so she's not around to make the fruitcake anymore. But she's just in the North Pole. Don't worry. Spoilers.
Okay. Not worried.
But, yeah. Have you ever had good fruitcake?
I don't think I've ever had fruitcake.
There's no such thing as good fruitcake.
Thank you.
Really?
Okay.
Sort of like ugly Christmas sweater that just goes together.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the song Fruitcake by Sabrina Carpenter. It's naughty. Love her. But no, I don't think I've ever had fruitcake.
Well, that's the next competition, them making some fruitcake. Someone puts too much pineapple in, I guess. Yeah. This is a quote that I wanted to say from their first fake date where they have to kiss under mistletoe. Sorry, I forgot that part.
When the mistletoe came up, I was like, oh!
I was like, here we go.
Yes.
All right.
I love you so hang on mistletoe.
But they go out for like bratwurst too or something like that.
Yeah. It's giving
like,
Solvang.
Nothing screams date like a bratwurst in my mouth. That's what she says. And I'm just like, girl.
I love it. I love her. I love her.
What are we talking about here?
Stories, I feel like we'd be besties, me and Story. She's a silly girl. You couldn't deal with it?
No, I love it, like in the best way.
Yeah.
I'm just laughing too hard.
I thought she was so cute.
I liked it,
Yeah. But of course they kiss and she's like, oh, I kind of feel a rumbling
in my tummy. Little hand on the chest moment.
Yes, and he like deepened the kiss, as they say. You know what? Actually, can I say a word that was said too much in this book?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm going to say?
Snow Daddy?
No.
Oh.
No. We can do more of that. I have another thing to say after that. Sinew.
Oh yeah, the sinews. But
I was like,
every time she said it, I was like,
what?
Okay. Also, as somebody who like tries to stay pretty locked in on the fitness world, this man's diet must be impeccable. If he's like a lumberjack man in the cold Colorado mountains all the time, and he's still got abs,
jacked.
I'm like, come on, bro. What are you doing to get those abs?
Yeah.
You're dieting too. You're like, you have like a strict regimen then.
Right.
Because one sandwich and those abs are gone. That's kind of how it goes.
Damn. But he's really hot, I guess.
Fuck.
Aw. Don't cry.
It's all right.
But also really quick on the Snow Daddy thing. Have you watched the movie Hot Frosty on Netflix? It's crazy.
I've seen the clips though, and I feel like Netflix needs to start doing more low budget movies like that.
I think it's
like the Hallmark style.
Yeah, it's fun.
Like if this were ever made into a movie, it's not there right now, but if this were ever made into a movie, like low budget Hallmark style, I'd love to play Max in it personally.
Yeah.
Just be a silly little guy.
I also really quick about the Hallmark movies, and I fear that my brain's rotted from probably doing this. That whenever I watch those movies, I'm like, they didn't fuck though. I'm like, it wasn't getting nasty enough for me, and I think it's because I'm reading all
Candy cane.
No,
yeah, you're good. Yeah.
I'm good. Not the candy cane offer.
I have the part that broke off. There you go.
I'll take it. But you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm like, come on, one kiss, boo. I think it's because of this. So if they were to do this, tastefully, of course. But
of course.
I'm always like, this is too PG for me. Give me at least PG-13.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a little something.
Give me a little bit of, okay.
You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
Thank you.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Thank you.
I'm shoveling that snow. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Ew. No, stop making it weird. Then they have, their next one is like, the next challenge is going to be making candy canes.
Oh.
Candy cane. hence the prop.
Which as soon as I heard when I first saw that they were on the candy cane, I was like, oh, here we go. Because I knew that going in.
I was getting so scared because that's how you pitched this book to me, is that there's something that goes on with a candy cane. And I was like, okay.
I live.
I'm nervous, but it can't be worse than what we just read.
The amount of people I've told that to, and they're like, wouldn't it become like a shiv at one point? Because, you know, like when you suck on it gets so pointy. Like, ouch. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna make the joke I was gonna make.
Okay.
But while the story is driving in the snow, her car breaks down and Cole like comes upon her before he comes on her. And sorry, it popped in there. And he picks her up, saves her. They go making candy canes together, and they learn, and they just kind of flesh it out. They're like, hey, we don't hate each other. You know, Cole's like sad sob story, and this is where I was like, this is why we share our feelings. This is why we talk to people.
Some of us have a hard time doing that, me included.
Would you repress your conversations with people
much.
Just to the point that you enter a Christmas competition out of spite?
No, but I do live for the hater of it all. The hater nature of it all.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Uh-oh.
Sneeze. Keep talking.
Okay, I'm going to bless you.
Oh, I was blessed.
That was beautiful.
They make some jokes about throwing Max a bone, and I was like, because he's a dog originally.
Cute.
And from Story's POV, he like holds the door open for her at one point. She's like, oh my God, he's being so nice and everything. I'm like, all right, so now you want to fuck him because he's being, sorry, excuse me. Now you want to Christmas kiss him because he's being nice to you. Like the bar is so low right now, guys.
Yeah, well,
what do you mean you held the door
I fear
open
the bar is low because all we've been dealt with is the lowest of low, to be honest.
Aunt Cindy has to go to the doctor's, so her sister Taran drives her over and stuff like that, which we find out later that Aunt Cindy was full of shit.
I was kind of gagged by that.
I was like, you lying. She's like, I never broke my hip. I just wanted to see you guys because you never come to visit, and like we were worried about you.
Hilarious.
And so I saw how you and Cole were looking at each other, so I figured if we got out of the house, some things would happen. And I'm like,
and boy, didn't
that's so crazy to have like your great aunt as a wingman. I don't know what I mean? Like pulling up to the club, being like, let's go get that one. Oh my God, yeah. Would you mind getting up just so that like my great aunt can sit down? Thank you so much. Hey, what's up?
Oh my God.
Now that we're standing next to each other.
It was so funny. Yeah, great. Miss Anthony, she's crazy.
And then they were just talking. They were doing some type of sex talk in the cold.
Mm-hmm.
No, they were talking about something. I can't remember what, but I just wrote sex talk in the cold. And then I was sitting the whole time like, just kiss already. Come on.
They do in the car, right? Are we there yet?
No, we're
Are
past
they on
that
the car? Or are they just talking about it in
they're
the
talking.
car?
Aunt has gone to the doctor. She's sitting on the lap in the porch or something like that.
Oh yeah. And he said, I knew we were gonna do this from the second you sat on my lap or something like that.
Crazy.
I was like, whoa.
They were talking about like the best places to like have sex, and they're like, oh yeah, in the car. He's like, I don't fit in a car or something like that.
It's like, whoa.
Relatable. I'm tall.
You are tall. You are tall.
Yeah. It's just also
lots of limbs.
Bad knees. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
Can't, like the Chapel Roan song where it just goes like knee deep. Yeah, I'm always like looking at it like, how do you?
The logistics.
I know that it's two girls, so it's like a lot easier with the joints and the bendiness for the most part.
Yeah.
I know that's the point, but it's like I'm sitting there. I'm like, how am I gonna be
knee deep?
I'm not gonna be. I physically won't fit. You know what I mean?
Every once in a while, Alexandros just has to remind everybody that he's really tall.
Did you guys know I'm 6 foot? Oh my God! Whoa.
You're taller than that, I thought.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'll pay you after the show.
Yeah. Buy me coffee, okay? Oh,
all right. They're talking about how Cole's talking about how he doesn't have a Christmas tree, and he's never had one.
Mm-hmm.
And what are your feelings about that? Like how people should decorate for Christmas and whatnot.
I think you should decorate Christmas however your heart desires that you should decorate Christmas. However, I come from
holidays in general.
Right. Holiday, however you want a holiday.
Denominational celebration.
Woo! But I like it when you're like my family Christmas tree. We don't do like a theme for our tree. Like we have all of our special ornaments, our ornaments that we made when we were like 2 that are kind of ugly, but they're the ones that go on the tree. Like it's giving like cozy, fun vibes. Like I fear some people get a little too like sterile with their holiday decorating. It's supposed to be fun, you know. We have like one tree that I actually picked out this year, and I did a great job. It's really nice because we do real
trees, but like it's just messy, and I'm a bit like the environment. Oh.
The tree's already knocked down.
I know.
You know, but
it's not
no,
a
I love
laziness
it.
on my part that I just want to take my tree out of the garage.
I mean, I'm pro real tree because it smelled. There's nothing like it. But we have like our real tree, you know, in like our living room, and then in our family room we have like a tinsel tree that we have like the light coming up and it changes colors like a silver. And so I love that. I also am not into flocked trees.
What are flocked trees?
That's when the trees look white, like they look like they have snow on them.
Like they have fake snow on them.
Yeah. I'm not into flocked trees. I like
favorite.
Yeah. I like
do something with the decorations and the lights if you want to make it look like
right. But
I've seen. Sorry,
it's okay. Go ahead.
I saw something on I think it was Pinterest or Instagram or something, where probably Instagram, and I was scrolling through Pinterest looking at trees just to see like how the best way to design them are. Because I don't have a Christmas tree. I haven't had one for like the past few years.
And you told me that's sad. But it's if you don't want to deal with it, I understand.
I'm always at work, school, so I'm always like I don't have the time.
Yeah.
I want to sleep.
And I'm at home with my family, so
I saw one that was like the lights were set up in a way that it looked like snow was falling through them and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Probably crazy expensive, but I was like, that's pretty. No, I like that.
My mom, in another life, my mom would have been like an interior designer, so she's big on like making it all pretty. I love it. I also am the one, okay, girl power, I'm the one who put up our Christmas lights on our roof. And I did a great job. Just so we know.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good for you.
Anyways.
So all this to say, he doesn't have a
doesn't
tree,
have one.
so they can't have sex in front of the tree like she wants.
Yeah, she's like
he immediately goes and gets a tree the next day, but
so funny.
I got to this chapter yesterday morning when I was getting up in the morning to go to the gym, because not only am I 6 foot, I also work out a lot.
I knew you were gonna do that bit. I knew you were gonna say that.
So, and this always happens whenever we're covering a book like this, where it's always like at 5 a.m. that I'm listening to the audiobook, eating my breakfast, that we get to like a smutty scene. So they start like really going at it. They go inside, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, oh, fuck, it's 5 a.m. All right, hold on a second. Oh, Jesus.
Good morning.
Here we go. And then finally, I'm getting into my car to start driving, so it swaps over to, to connect to my car, which is a rental right now because mine's been in the shop for a month.
Yeah, rip.
Sucks. He gets a little low, knee deep in the passenger seat, and you're, you know what? So this is the fresh, wholesome one now. Just saying. That's why we're being so vague.
I mean, I did say I did drop the F-bomb earlier.
No, you didn't. That's fine. If we just act like you didn't.
I didn't. Gaslight.
It's not like they recorded you.
Right. Period.
As we speak into microphones.
Yeah. No.
So
and they start going at it.
And he does all that. I'm like, all right, go off. Looks like it's gonna be a tame one. I think we're gonna wait for the tree before anything more happens. And then he immediately pulls down his pants and is like, open your mouth. And I go, whoa, 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 whoa.
I was kind of gagged by that.
I got
LOL.
But it's just so that he can finish. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't ready for, I was driving and I went, oh my God, whoa. What are we?
Because it is like pretty wholesome, and then all of a sudden, boom.
As wholesome, as much as it can be. It's like a tasteful, passionate scene, and all of a sudden he's like, get your mouth. And I'm like, whoa, okay.
I was kind of gagged.
Oh my God, I gotta, whoa. Yeah. I paused it and I started listening to music for a while. So I was like, okay, we're gonna stop there for a minute.
I was like, oh my God, I was blushing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It was creative. It's different.
And then they go upstairs to his bedroom, and he mentions that hey, just so you know, I haven't changed it since I was a teenager, since my parents died.
Right.
I just haven't been able to, which is cool, but it's been 10 years, bro. All right. So I wanted to ask, what would have to be in a guy's room for you to immediately be like, never mind? What would his room setup have to be that you were like, you're down as bad as Story is right now for this man? He's as fine as Black is.
Listen, if I saw Miss Piggy, I'd be like, that's hilarious. In this book, I'd be like, that's honestly funny. I have to laugh.
I'm just trying to be what if it was a fully
what are you
Minecraft themed room, from middle school or something like that?
That'd be a little crazy. Does he still live in it now? Like this? Does he still live there?
No, he still.
Or is it he's back home? Still lives there?
He still lives there.
Okay,
that's
a little
his current
weird.
House. Because
that's a little
he still lives. I guess it is his house from home
or
something like that.
No, I think that's weird. But I also
what's the line that you're just I'm here already?
Well, I think posters of girls, I'd be scared.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? I'd be like, what the heck?
Why is Sydney Sweeney all over the place?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'd be frightened. I think I'd also be frightened if it was if there was posters of their favorite male athletes. I'd be like, this is too broy for me. I'm out.
That'd be so full Minecraft.
Honest, that's not as bad for me, to be honest.
You're I like Minecraft, all right.
I've never played it, but okay.
Damn. Yeah. Play some Minecraft.
I'm not a video game girl.
It's not really a video game. It's a way of life.
Oh, okay.
That's what I say.
So they go for a few rounds.
Oh, you said you didn't like sinews as the word, right?
Why did they keep?
They kept calling it a pubic bone.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's called a pelvic area.
It's funny because it was so like light and fluffy and silly and la 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 la, and then all of a sudden there were these like proper terms.
Yeah, and I'm like, whoa,
pubic bone. I was like, this is kind of crazy.
Then they start sexting back and forth, and I was like,
the
please
sexting
stop.
from next door. I was like, that's so insane. That's so insane. They're neighbors.
I can't do that. I can't do the texting. Like I always go back to thinking that they're just both just sitting there like this, texting, being like, oh, not
actually doing
it. Yeah. I'm so wet right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. La, 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 la. Like while you're eating like some macaroni or something like that.
Yeah. So funny. And then what happens?
Then they make the candy cane.
The candy cane, the competition portion of it.
Yes. And
and who won?
He takes her to his barn because he works with the reindeer, remember?
Of course. How can I forget?
Takes her, introduces her to all of them because now they're fake dating.
Yes.
Because now they don't want anyone to know. She's just worried that her family's going to get mad at her and think she's taking her eye off.
Because they think that they're fake dating.
Yeah.
The family thinks that they're fake dating. Everyone else thinks that they're real dating, but they actually are really dating. They're not fake dating.
So they're fake dating.
Yes.
We added in a layer here, which is good.
Yes.
So
the candy canes.
And
Does
then
he win? I think he wins the candy canes. I don't remember, to be honest.
No, I think Jimmy whatever the guy's name. Yeah, some other guy wins. I can't remember who wins.
Yeah, the other ones.
The points keep fluctuating all over the place.
Yeah. And then the candy cane.
Then the beloved candy cane.
I hope it was the bigger kind.
What do you mean?
The other ones?
I think it was just like this size.
You think so? Because like usually when people like make them, they're the bigger one, like the ones at Disney, the thick ones.
Are these
you
not
don't think so?
thick? Oh.
No, these are skinny. These are normal ones. Like the homemade.
Well, I think the personality of the candy cane matters the most, and its size.
You're right. You're right.
You know, I think this candy cane is like really nice.
It is.
I think if you just gave it a chance, it could.
You're right. It just could get sharp fast. You know. But they have some fun.
They have some fun in the barn in front of the reindeers. I was kind of like, all right. So
Comet's like, ah.
When you first pitched this candy cane book to me, I got so scared as to what the specifics of it would be, like the angles, everything that would be involved. So when it
wasn't
started,
as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I'm coming to that.
Okay.
Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I'm getting to that. When it first starts and he's just like kind of like seductively like putting it in his mouth and her mouth, I'm like, all right. So I literally wrote, all right, the candy cane's not that crazy. If it's just like a little thing like that, it's the same as like, if you've ever done like a shot off of someone before, it's like it's like the equivalent of that.
Yeah, and I think
he starts doing some parallel parking with it, for lack of a better word.
Yeah,
and I'm like, all right, that's a little bit weird. And putting it back in her mouth. I'm like, all right, I can see why this is going. But still, I was
wild. Like, okay.
This is a little wild right here. It warrants like the that's crazy. Okay, moving on with our lives. For starters, what do we think the UTI ratio is for candy canes?
Girl, I know. I hope she I don't know.
I had to take a bat.
But I was a little scared.
Yeah. That's a lot of
sugar
in there.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's supposed to be in there.
No.
I'm not an expert
pH level thrown off.
I have zero expertise as a gynecologist, however. I feel like that is not what it was intended.
Can't be good.
Yeah.
Can't be good.
Anyway, wrong lips.
Yeah. All right. I mean, work.
So then they go at it, and once again, they're not using any form of protection. And that's the joke that the narrator makes at the end when, like, in the epilogue, when they have a kid together and stuff like that. He's like, wait, I have a daughter now? And he's like, yes. What did you think was going to be happening?
Well, she does say she's on the pill.
I know, but on the pill doesn't stop daily 6 times a day, finishing inside of you. You know, I feel like you overwhelm the pill at that point. Right. I don't think that's how it's
like,
it's like the Spartans fighting it off. Like,
it's like,
it's getting overwhelmed.
Battle of the Bastards up in there.
Oh my God. It's just, I'm going to make that as a meme. It's going to be Jon Snow standing in front, and then it's going to be like, every single time that Cole finishes.
And now my watch has ended. That's so funny.
Oh my God. Their watch did in fact end. But so I was like, candy cane scene isn't that crazy. And then he takes the candy cane after he finishes and scoops something up.
I I was like, whoa.
And I said, never mind. What? He scoops up what? From where? And then he like feeds it to her, and like she's better than me. I'd propose on the spot personally if that. I'd propose on the spot. I'd be like, yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's a keeper right there.
Yeah. She's down bad, that's for sure.
But my question was, he says he scoops it up, like she's on the ground right here, right? Is that because he like ties her hands up above like on a post or something? So I'm assuming that she's somewhere on the ground, which is already not very sanitary in the first place. So.
No, is there like hay?
Yeah, there's hay. So does he scoop it up off the ground or just like off her?
No,
like
I think
from the inside. Okay, I thought that some of it was like spilling out. I'm so sorry about where this conversation is going. First and foremost, I'm so sorry.
No, I
thought it was like spilling. And I thought you just like scraped it off the ground, and I was like, ew. No. It's okay. That's like better.
No, I think and
I guess I just Maddie, why are you whispering?
Because I'm like scared.
Yeah, we don't want them to hear us. We don't want everyone.
Yeah, it's like everybody
intentionally recording this for to hear us.
Yeah,
we can't let them know.
Yeah.
So I can't eat this anymore.
I know I'm holding this. Where he's going? That was crazy.
I'm back.
Okay. I'm still holding mine like this.
Sorry. After that conversation, I was like, I don't want to eat this anymore. But Max confronts Cole after all this because they keep going at it back and forth. Repeatedly not using any protection again. Once again. Yeah. And Max is like, hey, what if this is all part of her plan?
Yeah.
So that
that's the planning of the
You're taking your eye off the ball. And he's like, Max, why do you care? He's like, because the guy made fun of me saying that we weren't going to win. And I'm like, absolutely, Max.
Yeah, he's like so into it now.
But I'm on the exact same page as Max. Like, bro, get your head in the game. If we don't know how to, what the last time, gift wrapping or something like that?
Yeah.
Like, if you don't wrap this gift well, I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah.
That's how I am in like I'm a very competitive person. Like, I have a good time and I don't care if I lose. But like, while I'm in it, I'm going to win.
Period.
I don't care what you say. I'm playing to win.
I'm right there with
like,
you.
anytime that I go to a game night or something like that and people just start kind of like yapping around, I'm kind of like,
get your head in the game.
How about it's your turn, bro? How about you go so that we can all be having a good time? We can just sit and talk, but you specifically requested this to be a game night. So how about we chop and get to this? Perfect. Otherwise, we'll just drink and chat. That's fine. But I've been waiting 3 minutes to go, and there's 2 people here.
Right. Anyway, so we gotta get out of here in a moment.
All I had to say, I know we're wrapping up soon, but it's like I was looking at Max like, bro, did you read that candy cane page? Like, if this is a ploy on her part, she deserves to win.
Yeah.
I'd consider that like worth the loss if I like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, if that was the experience, I'd just be like,
she earned it.
Yeah, fuck. If like that was part of the ploy, great actress, full commitment.
Yeah.
I
give her the Oscar.
Good for her. Yeah.
Yeah.
She made full eye contact the whole time that she was on.
Crazy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Work.
The Rose phone. All right.
So then they do that competition, right? And this is when Taran starts to kind of freak out because she's like,
she finds out.
She's like, you were looking at him too much. I know
something's going on.
Yeah.
She tries to play off a hickey that she has. Like, oh my god, a mirror fell on me, and I'm like, anyone who's ever had a hickey, I'm like, we know what it is.
But she,
because do you like hickeys? On a side note, like, are you a pro hickey person?
I don't think I've really given them
that
much thought. I have really
some people are like really into like
I know
hickeys and like scratches and stuff like that. That's why.
I don't think. But I did burn myself really bad on my neck from my curling iron, and it looked like, and I was like, "This is hilarious."
That's where you have to start pulling the. Oh my god, no! It's my curling iron, and then
but it really was
the hickey.
Yeah,
that way you can act like you have like a secret love life going on.
Ouch!
No, like a forbidden.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Wait, speaking of like forbidden age gap romances, and like, can we mention our friend? We won't say their name or anything like that. Who just started dating someone with like age gap wise?
I don't know what you're talking about. Please go ahead.
Our friend who we were at work.
Okay.
They were at a wedding. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so a friend of ours, going back to age gaps for
don't spill too much.
No.
I forgot.
A friend of ours started talking to this other guy, and there's a 20-year age difference? 30?
Like 28.
28 year age difference.
And they're only like 26. There's more age of a gap between them than how old they are.
No, they're like 20.
No, he's more than half her age.
I know, but
or more than
she's
twice
younger
her
than
age.
me, so she's 24, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so it's
but it's more than double.
And I know the guy, so I was like, oh my God, wait, he's that old? That's crazy.
I was gagged too.
But he looks good. And she looked good. And I'm like, hey.
I know.
Hey.
I was there too that night. It was crazy.
Hey.
Anyways.
Go off.
I was really dumb to put this whole candy cane in
Tell me your age gap loves in the comments below, I guess.
Okay.
Sorry, I just wanted to bring that up. Sorry.
That's
Popped
okay.
in my head.
It's okay. So I put this candy cane in my mouth and I regret it.
But they I can yap, don't worry.
Mm-hmm. Please.
So during this competition, he starts arguing with the narrator again, and the narrator's like, you know what? Now you're wearing a thong. And he's like, what? No, I'm not. He's like, yep. Now you were always.
You are because I said so.
You are because I said so. And that's when I was like, this is like a cruel god playing with these.
It's so funny.
Fucking.
It's so funny.
That's horrible. And he always like, and so Max just goes, dude, are you wearing a thong? He's like, Story bet me.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I'm like, that's insane.
It's crazy.
So this writing style overall right here is just
impeccable.
Full send, no fucks given. And I loved it the entire time.
I agree.
Because if there were any like basis in like second guessing, it wouldn't have worked. So just doubling down, tripling down and quadrupling down made it so much better.
Period.
Across the board.
So, but Taran starts to freak out because she's like, oh, they really like each other. Mm-hmm. He's distracting her from the prize. So what does Taran do? She fucking steals Christmas. Oh God. She steals Christmas.
It is.
And she like ruins his decorations.
Yeah, she steals all of his lights, his decorations, all of it, his ornaments.
Crazy.
You're a mean one, Miss
Taran.
I almost want to say Tierna. Mm-hmm. And then Cole gets back and he sees that and he's like, she was just lying to me. Which once again, my mindset is, damn, she got me. All right.
Right?
Worth it.
I mean, he at least got something out of it.
You got
many things out of it.
That candy cane bit right there. That's crazy commitment to it, and I'd be sold.
I agree.
I'd be like, yeah, there's no way. So he goes and he yells at her. He's like, how could you do this to me? And she's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And he storms off. She finds out Taran did it.
Bitch.
She's like, but I love him. Gasp. And she gets the town together in a really cute moment.
So cute, actually.
To get everyone to redecorate the house and celebrate. And Aunt Cindy finally comes clean and is like, hey, I didn't break my hip. And Taran's kind of pissed. She's like, I had to wipe your crevices. The fuck?
Crazy.
I'd be like, I better be in this will.
Give me a money now.
Oh yeah, we didn't mention this, but like during the competition, they're playing up how sick Aunt Cindy is. Like Cindy's also like, oh, yeah. I'm so frail. And like Cole looks over and is like, this bitch was fine 10 minutes ago.
What so funny.
Did they put powder on her face to make her look frail? And she's just sitting in her chair and she's like, and I'm like, go off, Cindy.
It's so
Live
funny.
your best life.
Yeah.
I love old people that do bits like that. Did you ever watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
No.
There's a behind the scenes clip where they have like a really old lady doing stuff. And every single time that she says her line, they're just like, whoa, my God. Whoa, because she just says some out of pocket things. Like,
that's so funny.
Wild. And they're just like, she's like, whoa, was that supposed to be my line or do you want it more? And they're like, whoa, my God, whoa. It's just great. I love old people.
Work.
When they're sweet and old and not running the government.
Yeah. So, and then they kind of all like ends happily ever after. There's a hilarious moment with the narrator being like, this is how it ends, bitch, to Cole.
Yeah.
And neither one of them won. The other guy won.
Bareback that many times, pounding into the night. Yeah, it's what's gonna happen.
Especially have a baby.
It's science, bro. I don't know what to tell you.
They get married on Christmas Eve.
Of course they do.
Which is crazy, but work. And then
how do we feel about that? Getting married on like.
I think it's dumb. Yeah. Because also, wouldn't you want to have another reason to celebrate on another day?
Unless celebrating is like a house and you're like, I mean, I guess for like their dynamic, it works because
it's cute.
The town is always Christmas themed anyway. So what are they gonna?
Yeah, but that's it. It was so fun and cute.
I had a great time reading this. And just to get profound at the end here, because I wanted to say this. We're having a bit of a shorter episode this time, you guys. Yeah. But the premise of why Cindy does this to them is because they need to like get out of their shells. Taran and Story haven't really been talking. They've been growing distant. And like this is kind of the theme of the book from my analysis, at least, is that it's the importance of making that effort to come together during the holiday season and everything like that. Don't do that. Come together in a wholesome way, not in a whole way.
Okay, go ahead.
And they really make that effort because otherwise, people naturally grow apart when there's not that contact. They naturally like pull into themselves a little bit. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but Story starts being sad that she's like, I feel like I can never talk to you, but she also wasn't making that effort to reach out consistently. And, all relationships are two-way streets. And we always need to, if you want to make a connection with somebody, reach out to them, say hi. The worst that's going to happen is, they don't respond. That's probably the worst thing that can happen. And then make the effort and just realize that it's on you to try your best, especially as we near these holiday seasons.
And enter a new
Say hi
year.
to your family, your friends, all that stuff. Thank you for... Hold on a second. Let me be nice.
No, you are.
Okay.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to play me out. I was like, hey.
No, I'm giving you background music.
Gotcha. So,
okay, I'll stop.
This is just my way of being like, thank you to the Smut Couch family.
Aww.
It's been a year of us all working together, to you, me, Solomon, kind of coming in. Gabi for that one episode. I missed you, Gabi. Gotta hit him up for the Ren Fair.
Yeah.
And just to everyone who's watching, you're a part of this. Oh, which camera am I looking at? Yeah. You're a part of this family that we've kind of started trying to create right now. I know we're not the best at staying in contact and all that stuff, but we're trying, like, getting out there as we learn how to do this stuff. So thank you for those who have been with us since the very beginning. Those who have just joined after we turned a year old. Uncle Jake, who's been watching since we were newborn. He's been waiting for us to turn. I'm just kidding.
No, that's very true. No, it's been a lovely year and it's been so fun. And I love doing it. Thank you.
Yeah, this has been so much fun. We didn't expect this to kick off the way it has. You guys have made this an absolute joy. So with that in mind, please keep commenting on our things, messaging us. We love reading them. We always text each other back and forth when someone comments something crazy.
Yeah, we do.
Funny. Just know that we see them all.
Yeah.
They mean a lot. And
thank you to our friends too. Thank you to our friends who, like, you guys are the ones who really helped us grow a lot. Like,
gave
at the
us
beginning.
all the advice and everything.
Yes. So thank you to our friends. Love you guys. I mean, you're all our friends, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody. It's been so much fun, and I'm excited to keep doing it.
We're so excited to bring this into the next year with real plans, being able to really kick this into overdrive. And thank you for being with us every step of the way. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
No book for next week. We're just gonna yap.
We're just gonna be yapping next week.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming on by, and we were really excited to see you next time.
Love you. Bye. Welcome.